pull it
all
out
I
the
got.
bag from behind because they were
Okay,
having
FUT on
such
defense,
slow
Giants on
starts.
attack.
Yeah, it was definitely redemption arcs. We
No
talked
K-Corp.
about them manning the checkpoint on the way to tier 1.
Oh, K-Corp, dude.
Well,
1,
they
2. How many
managed
do
to
they have
keep
to win?
the
3 in a row?
invaders out, but only barely. Now they come up against
Heretics?
the real
I think
guardsmen.
Heretics will make it off
FUT
points.
standing on the palisades to start this out.
Is that mad?
GIANTX sent to the back of the site.
They've only got to win 2? Wait, they're not that good on champ points,
Manages
right?
to get a kill from that. Damage done, but it's GX ahead in those early fights. The flank coming in as well from Flickless.
Oh, he's got maybe you have to be a little bit
Dude,
quicker.
Sheriffs, man.
This whole team
More
has just
Sheriffs,
been
more
lost,
wins.
and now
Oh,
they know
low
where he
HP
is.
though.
Both players low, but it doesn't matter. It's enough for Sociable. One of the things we talked about a lot last time we saw FUT play this map was that they were disjointed. You would have SOP, especially on this defensive
maybe
side,
take Heretics
dying
out of
within
there.
the first 8 seconds and being nowhere near
But no,
any
man,
of
the
his
top
teammates.
4's hard.
That was already better synergy than I think we saw.
I feel
the
good about
entire
Liquid.
last
I
time
feel
they
good about
played.
It is
BBL.
round 1.
I feel good about
but it's
Vitality.
One more round than last time.
Exactly. It's good to see that discipline there early on. Singing from the same hymn sheet, our FUT, and it's sounding good. Coming out of GIANTX. 1-0. GX left down to pistols. And for FUT, they've had time to work on all of those problems. We expect that this isn't a round 1 of pure luck. We expect to see that synergy amplified as the rounds go on. Sociable does extremely well. Jesse's been biding his time and finally
go
strikes
for the,
one. With Flickless's kill and the recovery of the
Go
Bulldog,
for the Lev
this now
TP
looks
for...
like a competitive enough round for, if anything, GX just want to do damage at the start of this round. And one more kill would already be very costly for FUT. But now there's a real opportunity to take it across the line. It all comes down to Zeus being caught or catching Flickless, and it's a clean shot from Zeus to seemingly recover this round.
Yeah, unfortunately, not quite quick enough. Any more damage from here would be nice, but
I love that.
they've already spotted
Toxin screen down.
Immediate runaway.
exactly where Jesse is, yeah. They know where he is as well.
If you got a chance, would you leave Team Liquid and join MIBR? What the hell?
Impossibility if he goes back, he walks into the
Bro,
SMG,
Liquid
maybe
is
even delivers that
my
rifle
whole
back
life
into
in
the
Valorant.
hands of the defense.
I know nothing else.
And while he's waiting,
It's 90% of my
make their
clothes.
move, and it will be him versus Yetterjay.
It would be very hard to leave.
On top.
Even getting an upgrade to a Bulldog as well. So all the big guns kept over for FUT. Definitely a round that got a bit spooky in the middle there. One
Well,
fight
Jesse
onto
getting
Zeus.
behind. That was the bit.
It was the TP out of main. In the chaos, it wasn't heard. And Jesse couldn't help with this fight on Sociable. The Viper wall was up. It was blocking him out. So instead, he just waited to strike it and take down SOP, giving them a chance.
Okay, big
One that won't be
bonus.
converted. GX. Signs of life early, though. That's definitely
You
a
get
good
to
sign.
watch
I did really
Aspas
enjoy
POV
the
every
fact that
day,
Zeus
mate. I
got his
could...
kill and just
Yeah,
legged
I'm not allowed.
Yeah.
He wasn't sticking
Just 'cause
around.
you-
He wasn't playing that
Just because I would
confident game
be
we've
in
seen
an
before.
MIBR doesn't mean I'm
He was
allowed
playing
to
the
just
smart
sit
one.
in on the prags. I mean, they probably
worth
would allow it,
mentioning
but
that.
I wouldn't do it.
Of those
I'm not going to sit around watching
quote-unquote
prags
Tier 1 teams,
for the hell of it.
GX are the only one that took a victory in their first game.
Dude, what?
Maybe good signs going forward, and well, already
Great
good signs
stun.
in this round. Leaving an impossible
It's a
scenario
convincing
for Yetterjay.
round.
And this bonus round is looking incredibly easy for GX.
Yeah, a very good start. Coming up against a pistol, but I think it was a bandit on GIANTX. The rest of the squad was armed to the teeth. And one of the main men I'll have my eye on is Ara over on the GX side. Someone who's been, again, on that up and down arc. But I think the whole team has a narrative to them. Like for Westside, the shift in roles, seeing him here on the Phoenix, I think every game I see him out of Sentinel role is a game where I have to sit
DMV's
there
already
and ask,
losing it. Mate, this
is
is
he
just a decent
justified?
round. They went for a
I
double
find
swing, they
myself
got
measuring
wrecked.
his performance every time.
He
Nothing
did
else you
have
can do
quite
about
a
it.
poor performance in their last
Zero,
game on the
mate.
Sentinel map, so he was struggling.
Very true.
Ulti gifted altogether. We've got 5 right now.
Agree with your point,
Within,
because
what,
normally that
24
is the
hours?
narrative,
No,
but
you're right, though.
it was
Nero,
weird.
thank you
He
so
had
much.
like an
Tell you
off
not to
day.
do.
Now they still made it
Like
through
oiler
the game,
spam,
so
if you
I'm
got
definitely
gifted.
going to be looking at him
Nero
today, 'cause
_FC, say
normally,
thank
no
you.
matter the role, he still
Mad
performs,
support, mate.
whether
Appreciate
it
you,
works
thank
out
you
for
for
the
that.
team. Obviously, we've seen Flickless also picking up more of that Phoenix at times to maybe give him back the role that we know him for. But yeah, that was the more shocking thing for me in their last match was that, well, firstly,
You're
he
the
had a
number
ball
one
game, but
Envy
also
fan.
You saw massive step-ups from Net. I think Jesse had by far
I would have been able to flame you a week ago, but honestly, they look pretty good.
Over the line, so I think that
I saw such improvement that I
can't
can't flame them because I know they had a good week of
The
prac.
main factor of this game, the main story of this game is that FUT are coming in as hefty favorites based on form, based off peak.
Dude, what is this?
I'm kind of going to be looking more at
Instant
GX,
Omen flash. Mate, he got wrecked by that stun. Dude, the instant Omen flash and the Neon's not here to send it. I'm not sure about that. They wanted the orb so bad, or to deny the orb so bad, but they just didn't put numbers behind it. This is a good reaction, though.
Flickless is sitting so far back here, but Cristalli knew something was up. There's no way they're giving up.
In my mind, this is an easy call. Group up, push, hit.
Cautiously approaching. He finds a little bit of info, but what to do from there? For GX, spotting that A push.
You could have the Omen luck middle if you wanted.
Seems like it's drawn everybody back in this direction. And
the Jackman with the Prime, appreciate the 29 months. Thank you so much for that.
Still, he's got both flashes online at 55 seconds. A decent chance he's going to fire one
Is
around.
Envy no longer a bottom 3 team in VCT? After last week? No, they're not. For sure, they're not.
To fall into FUT's hands. That second flash is going to be kept in case they need that retake, in case he needs to defend his site.
2 weeks ago, I would have
Eventually,
said,
it goes for the info. Now they've got it.
They're showing
Blinded
improvement.
outside A, immediate rotation, Sop on his way, but Cristalli might have to hold alone.
Nothing to play with. He was very clutch in their game versus BBL, but this is a different scenario. Mollied into a corner, and he's going to get nothing
This is a nice handle from Giants. Felt like the call was good. It's what I wanted to see. Util was good. Spacing was nice.
The question now for FUT is how much are they going to go for here? 3 players fighting into 5. They know there's full weaponry on the other side. They know their economy
if we're going
is
to
not
criticize FUT, what should have happened is they should have grouped up and pushed middle.
All they need to save, and while that victory is looking less and less likely as the seconds go by, the hold out from GX looking stellar, and for Yedajay, no choice now but to save.
Yeah, we really didn't know which way the pendulum would swing with that second round. FUT being challenged, almost losing more than they could afford to, and GX showing signs of life. But the fact that FUT recovered, it still made me confident in that strong early start I expect to see, and that GX have given to their opponents even in the last game. So up against FUT, no reason to suspect otherwise yet.
I think
And now
C9
this
could
turns
make a
into
run.
a very positive story for the attackers. GX
Maybe,
have
to be
found
honest.
damage in the round where they
That was a big
really
win
have,
for them.
Then followed up with 2
I
in a
don't
row.
think the run would
Momentum
go
starting to
too
build,
far.
Run it back online.
I think they could
coming into this,
definitely
and probably not even need it
get
because they've
you-
now broken the economy of the defenders.
get you believing
It's a
and
great
then
start
crush
for
your dreams.
GX that yesterday looked wounded, but again, considering what you said, they did actually manage to hold off the bombardment.
Crew is going for a run, mate.
Tier 2
Crew is
teams.
not
Yeah,
going
they're
for a
like
run.
everyone else.
Exactly. That's kind of
I'll do the sideshow
The funny
cosplay.
thing about it is,
I
like,
promise you that
wouldn't
team
say
is
I
not
watched
going
that
for a
game
run.
and was like, oh, that's a really impressive performance from GX. But they are the only team that didn't lose. So, if anything, it could be underestimation again of Eintracht Frankfurt. Going into that lower bracket, they might show a team or two who's boss. But for FUT, not the greatest of starts. No real weaponry bar the Yedajay rifle. And
Mate, look at this.
I do want
Look
to
at Giants, by the way.
We
should start getting excited for this game.
Both these teams when they've done well on this map.
We're on
It
our
has come on the attack
second
side.
Code and
Tends to
Eco. We're
attack
doing
versus
this stuff. We're out here
9-3
scouting. We
versus
send them
Pacific,
out
and
here
then
as well.
some
Got
struggles
no
on the defensive
resistance.
side versus
Just straight up
Vitality.
walk in, call
Same
everyone
can be
back.
said.
The call when they
7 to
pushed over
13
towards here was
defeat
good
Team
as well.
Liquid, 6 rounds on the attack, 1 round on defense. So both teams have looked stronger on the attack, but
We're
I think
min-maxing.
it's more so the manner in which
We've got
GX
2
been
big
winning
ults
these
for the
rounds.
next
They've
big
been
buy round.
comfortable denying aggression, which versus FUT can be difficult.
Well, that should be the case again here. Only 1 rifle. It's in the hands of Yedajay as they look to retake this site. Zeus starts out well with Ara down.
That smoke backside's a bit
And
annoying.
it looks like it's a bit of danger rising towards the back of the
they're
site.
fine, they're
Flickless,
fine, they're
though,
fine.
is there to recover. A quad kill for the Viper.
Very nice.
And that will put GX into the lead. That should have been an easy round.
Would you agree Fnatic looked better versus EP than they did against Heretics?
Yeah, it's always difficult versus
Do you
FUT
agree
and
that
low
Fnatic
buys
looked
because it
better
is
versus
sometimes where
EP
you see
than
them
they did
group
against
up a little
Heretics?
bit
Yeah,
more,
for sure.
play more like a normal team in the retake.
Their
rather
role
than
swaps make
being
sense. It's just
hyper-aggressive.
they don't have time to do it.
And that death ball almost caused them problems, but Flickless does an
stop coming in
excellent
here
job
and
to hold the
casting
line. They
teams,
still
mate.
have a lot of their ultimates going forward, one off of Viper's Pit, plus the 2 ults that they had already. But now the Soperator comes into play, and that always changes the game a little bit.
Now looking for Heaven Control, the change of the wall. Previously, it was cutting them off close, allowing that Phoenix to flash through. but
Fade
this
ult
time
over
they want to
towards
run
site
deep
is a
with it,
big kill.
trading the ult for the
Dude, no
space.
one
Social
did anything with this
not
fade ult
spotted in
though.
the smoke, ready to take them by surprise,
Hey,
but
no
Ara's
one's
there quickly, finding a double.
Jesus.
And the site, the plant.
Wait, the
comes
entries are
along
insane. They
with
keep
those
getting
kills.
double entries.
Nicely done by
Guy
Ara.
back
We
aside
said
got
we had our
absolutely
eyes
wrecked.
on him. Well, he had his crosshair on his
10
opponents.
HP, mate.
Much like
You
Zeus,
guys have to go
taking out
save, I'll be
Flickless
honest.
makes this doable, and Westside's in
Just don't
trouble.
give
He's
him a
got
kill,
to back
Westside.
off.
He's got to be a little bit careful.
He couldn't even...
Doesn't
Surely he
seem
can
like
heal
he's
off the
been able
wall.
to clip
Is it too
his own
high?
Blaze, so he hasn't actually been able to be healed back up. Leaves him on 19, but the time just feels too far gone. Zeus already looked like he was saving, had the showstopper in his back pocket, decided not to use it.
Dude, the Neon's
Now
just
he's
hunting
being
me off,
chased.
low
That
HP.
operator is at risk, and they want to remove it from his hands.
Good fade eye as
now
well.
one away from
Hey,
acing
Giants
this
look
round.
nice,
I
chat.
think he will stay one away because Yedaje not going for the fight in this moment. Again, he saves at the last second, and that's been the perplexing thing for FUT is it didn't feel like they were fully committed to either of the rounds where they've challenged back in. They've thrown away a load of weaponry. They've denied themselves a repurchase, but they haven't got anything for it.
I'm glad I was cautious in
Fnatic
the first
played
round,
way better.
saying
They're
we're all on
just-
the same page, but it
they're
was
way more
only the
active.
pistol. Like, here's those
EP
issues.
is actually
I
good,
understand why
yeah.
Zeus doesn't know 10
I think they got
HP.
unlucky that they
You
played
go
the best
firing
tier
at
2
a
team.
head, you probably don't get to shoot the rocket. You're probably just
Although I
dead.
did think
That's
Fireflux
fair enough. But he did move towards screens.
might
It did look like they're going to go for
have
it.
a good
and
go
then
to
the
beat
body
EP if they
language
match
is
up.
in, it's out.
I know they have
Only
before,
short
but
of shaking it all about. And for FUT,
like this map,
at this point, they get what they deserve. Sloppy round, sloppy economy.
it's
on the
another
back of it.
insta
Pistols.
stack, and it's another round where Net
Where they've
is
had
allowed
a
to
bit
just
of a
feel out
challenge before.
the map a
Flickless
little bit
needed
with his
the 4K
outlaw.
last time, and FUT have been very keen to play gambles. We've seen it was last time it was like 5 players here. This time it's the 4-man stack up on A, and again you're just going to rely on those.
He can't
sky
get out, though.
flashes
The trap
as well
will
as the
probably work.
Trailblazer, the dog going out to clear information outside the A site.
Oh,
Yadaje's done
whoa,
well.
whoa, whoa,
And
pop
they
of the
use
ult.
this showstopper. I like it.
If
It's
they
gonna
get
at
an
least
outlaw
get them a
instant reaction
weapon,
over
but
towards A,
look,
they
he
get a
hasn't got
sight
anything
for
to
it.
lose.
West
He's
side.
gonna keep going, and that means
Dude,
he
that's
finds
another gun if
Westside.
they want
Now
it.
they've got picks
Zeus,
across the
mate.
board.
Go pick
Won't
up
even
that
go for the
gun.
weapon. It's not worth throwing away his life. A 4 versus 2. Okay, good trades at least. This is all that FUT need. A low buy round to get them back
Very
into the
nice.
swing
They got the
of things,
tag
and
of the
it's
outlaw as
Yadaje.
well.
Now we see why he was trusted with that rifle.
yeah. Well, a huge round from him. Jesse,
Oh, good flash.
as said, had an excellent game
mate,
the
just
other
before
day,
it hit
but
him.
I think just before that,
I will say
Paranoia
this is nice
connected
from
onto
FUT though. They
Cristalli, he's
adapted
able
pretty
to
well.
land
I
the
think they
shot.
kind of realized they were going to
It's
go
a
hunting with the
round that I was
outlaw
gonna
again.
say earlier.
Use what they did
You
in the
always
last
feel like
Antico
they'll win
against
one
them.
of
Had the
these
gun in the
every
right
once
place.
in a while just because
Waiting
of
for
the
the
raw
Sarge.
individual skill that is on that FUT side, but
I would
they
have
make
to
it work
look
with
at
a
what
singular ultimate invested, and more
the
importantly,
Fade
just
did
some
with all
nice
the
shots from
util to have
Yadaje.
only a
Now, when
Fade
we hear
eye.
this scream, this
While-
is gonna break
while
the
against
sound
Nico,
barrier. It's a
yeah.
great start. I mean, that weapon is the reason that they go for this fight with the showstopper. Take space, maybe take another life out of the hands of GX. The trades are perfect, and Yadaje keeps the ball rolling all the way
It's
till
up
they
when
hit
you
the
see
side. Like I said,
Lautino
that
and Vegeta.
Paranoia, it was perfect.
Yeah, to be
They caught
honest.
both,
Especially when I
just
checked
a little
the
bit
Lotus
early
score.
on the swing. Of course,
Dude,
he
I
was
can't
under
remember the
pressure
last
from
team that
elbow
did
as
that to
well, so
G2
it's
and
not like he had
Lotus.
time to spare. 4-3. A round in it. Early competition by GX, but it's Ara put to bed by Sop right off rip.
Yeah, that might be.
That's bold.
Oh!
That's
definitely
really
saw it.
bold by Flickless though.
Yeah.
He definitely, he saw him put the gun through. And then I think Flickless thought he was a lot more hidden than he was. That was not that sneaky beaky.
Probably going to be a timeout on this one.
Sob's going to be happy with that one. The first kill taking out Ara.
There'll
the
be a
man
timeout
who's
and
definitely
maybe-
caused them the
Oops.
most issues. And well,
Maybe they can
speaking of
go a
all
little
out aggression,
faster
Cristalli
against the
has now
op.
been caught.
They
Gives
got
them
a
some
double
space,
duelist
but
comp.
The problem is
can
that
probably
space
just
is quickly being filled back
Over one
in
more site.
by Zeus. And the spike isn't here yet.
There's a minute left. Surely, I didn't see the utility. My little box was blocking that bar, but I'm assuming he's
I like
still
the
on
idea,
flashes
it's
and that they
just
were coming
unlucky the
back
wall didn't
online
reach.
At some point, if he didn't, crazy push.
No charges left.
An opportunity given, but converting it difficult now with the spike down. It's a good recovery. FUT in a 4 versus 1. Westside is the man who can very often pull off these big plays, but doesn't
they've
look like
got
FUT are going to
spike.
give him those opportunities with the spike
Are you
under
crazy
their
for
control.
thinking that
So
Loud can make champs?
he's got to make his own look, and well,
I didn't
the
see
only
him.
thing is,
I didn't see
don't
how they looked yesterday.
look like they think he's through.
But to me, it sounds
Might
crazy.
be able
but
to surprise the first.
Spike.
I know. Look at the angles they're holding.
Far
They're,
enough back. I thought they were a
Yeah.
little further forward than that.
they're not
Yeah,
even
he's watching
fighting
for
for
it.
if they
No
were
worries.
rotating around. They just want to make sure that nobody goes down to anything silly.
10
Plant,
seconds
extra
left.
orb. He's probably going to get one more orb in just a moment's time. And there you go. SOP to close out the triple.
Ball surviving money gets good. You got a timeout. We're going to have a timeout into a set strat, surely.
Rounds, and when you're trying to hit at pace, he can just be quicker. But there you go. Ara out. And then this one. Yeah, he just sees it walk through. I think they had 2 deaths in this round where they thought, like, this is the other one, where they're like, I am perfectly sectioned off by this wall. There's no way he can see me. And
no timeout?
Completely wrong.
Oh, I'm not sure about the no timeout here.
Isn't quite a Viper wall. It's a little more annoying to get that lined up.
Maybe just happy with the core and they're just going to insta-send it over towards B.
Built up now.
They start going slow against the SOP again. I just think they're going to lose the first kill. Grash, Garrett, thanks so much for the prime. Appreciate the 2 months, mate. Thank you for doing that.
Starts towards the A site. Immediate rotation. They're going to give up all that side of the map.
Are players allowed to call timeouts? Yeah, players can call timeouts.
And the main thing here is look at how they're limiting the opportunities
Big
for
time,
SOP to get on a line, to hold that line. That has to be the main focus of this round after the performance he just had.
It's good from Giants.
And Net's using those smokes to slip through. It's a beautiful play.
He should have that kill.
Has saved the day, shut down that flank, and taken West Side with him.
It goes down before they get the plant.
Get the one, but the second, and
gives
then
them a lot of space. Seekers goes in as well. They might not have a chance to get this plant, really. Dude, that line is getting spammed. You guys cannot stand like this.
Zeus even chose his targets.
Whoa, that was a sick TP though.
Jesse's TP is really nice, but well, SOP's there to save the day once again. Back-to-back triple kills.
I feel like Net's gonna be pretty annoying. He should have had a double here.
Oh, mate,
I like the idea from Giants. I can understand why they didn't want a timeout.
Like,
the idea against the op was pretty good.
Showing his entire body and thinking he's sneaky beaky. Inspector Clouseau stealth level, and then he walks out of his pit here.
These Phoenix walls are betraying them.
The only thing keeping them alive. Like, what are you doing? That's unacceptable, and I think we almost need a timeout just for Flickless to grab his breath at this point. Maybe he should stay away from his utility.
That's what he was doing. He couldn't breathe in the pit. He was grabbing a breath.
Surfacing for air.
Yeah, no timeout, 3 in a row, right?
That's one way to balance Viper, I guess.
Exactly, yeah. You have to hold your breath while you're in the
Lose B main, Skydog over towards A.
for a second so that you can breathe properly.
God's sake.
Please don't.
Viper util should have been deeper. I just think they should have got more for their flank. Or they should have fought here heavier.
The lead's in FUT's hands. And the economy in that round for GX would have been a great chance.
Or once the site's clear, they need to actually like take space. So yeah, your Hunter is going to rank. Dude, mate, if you give this guy time, he's just going to get the first pick. Wait, what's he doing?
Oh, he's going in! He's a madman!
What?
Zeus is there with him, a madhouse in B main.
With an off.
GX with a chance.
Yeah, it felt a bit unnecessary, but hey,
no,
maybe
definitely,
so
definitely unnecessary. Don't really understand that one.
He's thread the needle perfectly, but Net was still behind him. Plant hasn't gone in just yet, and now that flank actually gets opened up that little bit more. Sociable is just selling a ruse.
Kind of just depends on if
playing with his opponents, making as much noise as possible, but it seems like Net is maybe piecing things together. Yeah, he is. Net has had a great read in this round. 2 players caught, not looking the right way because of his positioning. And now Sociable, who is being incredibly loud.
Who do you think is the best EMEA tier 2? No, I'm reading this wrong. Who do you think is the best EMEA team to go along with Lev, Sen, Paper X right now? Mate, how have you put Sen in that group, first of all?
New position? They don't need to. The high-low
I love that you just try and squeeze Sen in there randomly. I'm not sure any of the EMEA teams are up to like the Sen, Paper X level yet. Wait, you made me say Sen. Lev, Paper X levels.
It's a bit crazy. It's a bit unhinged.
Where is it going?
Team, what? I'm not sure in what world that would work, but it's certainly not this one.
Dude, you actually got me with that. Fair play. Sen is snuck in there.
Killing Flickless, just spamming. The
mind controlled, yeah.
Wild, but I think just running out of time. Knew his cards were up, unfortunately.
That's a great first shot, but SOP is...
And you said maybe they didn't expect as many players there. Then why did they push like that? they knew there were players there. They wanted to fight. I don't know why. And maybe they'll regret that decision at this point.
5-5. GX have managed to find a round that will break what was the streak of rounds from FUT. Let's have a listen in to the comments.
Wrecked by the op. Go for the fast strats.
Yep, you're alone.
I'm on B.
Together after this flick.
I can smoke.
Ready?
CT, boys.
3, 2.
I want CT, Ara, deep.
Can you resmoke heaven?
Take position somewhere.
I'm planning safe, boys. Listen, when they start the retake, I'm gonna ult, okay?
Yeah. Guys, we need someone under, I think.
I go. I'm holding ult.
Planted. My ult is ready.
Oynasanıza hayvandan. Doğan new box'a. Doğan. Altına paranoya atıyorum.
Face your fear.
Attım.
Bekledim. Altım yok. Ben pik bakıyorum. Bekle şey. Flash var mısın? Smoke'ya flash at. Atıyorum bekle. Atamıyorum. Tight attım. Phoenix under. Phoenix under. Tight'ta.
Last player standing.
Oynayamıyor musun? Nasıl? Yayın attı.
This was nice from Giants.
GX find their way to 6. The lead
like their
is
way of
theirs
handling the
again.
op.
Competitive
I like
early
the
game, Tom. And
min-maxing
that's really
of the
the
orbs as well to
concern
get the
I had
fade
coming
ult.
into this was if
Like the
FUT get
plan,
off to a
whoever
good
called to
start
get onto
from
heaven
what we
here.
saw of GX yesterday, I don't think they'll get
smart
back
on that
into
one.
it against
They need
this
to take a
team.
bit of space.
But they haven't given them
And
too
they're
much
learning from
leeway
those
at
other
all
rounds
at
where
any
like they're
stage.
stuck back at sight.
Yeah, it was an interesting retake because it felt like Sop went to
Great round
dodge
from West Side also.
the Nightfall, and Zeus jumped in on the Nightfall. It goes back
Swift,
to
what
those
are you
same sort of
typing
things I
in
was
the
talking
YouTube
about
chat?
earlier, where they, at moments, they just look very disjointed in what the call is. Whereas GX have been a lot more direct. I think that was one of a similar issue that we had about them in their previous series, but
It was so slow.
it's definitely looking better at times, picking up the pace, which I'm enjoying. Speaking of picking up the pace.
If he spams him out here, I
No,
have
not
to
a
report
chance he
that. I
spams
mean,
that.
some of his reads have been unbelievable so far
There's
in
not
this
a
game.
chance he spams this.
They should really consider having him IGL at some point. Seems like he's got a good read on the game. But if he shoots Yedajay here, I think it's a bridge too far. He's waiting for now for the push to come through. And okay, Yedajay's gone. You're out of the danger you didn't know you were in.
They trade this.
He's sending that in late. It's the B main
fast.
play that Sop's already found and put a stop to net. He's almost got the timing there, but Yedajay went back to check.
Yeah, Yedajay had one job, and he has done it. He has denied that pressure into middle, and he's now going for a new job. He's looking for a new one, but it's not going to be needed because Sop is the first point of contact. Yedajay had a wonderful flank.
6 on defense, should be pretty happy.
But it was irrelevant because Sop has just got another multi-frag.
I will say, if I'm going on the flank and I see my teammates standing on ground like that for a fight, I'm going to get a little bit angry. But you know what? They won it, so you really can't complain. A big
You see your
half for
30th
both
in
teams, in
VFL.
fact.
Wait,
For
I
GX,
thought it
they
was,
gotta
like,
feel good. Sat
60th.
at 6-6. Let's
Teams-
take a listen
teams
now
haven't
to how
played though, right?
Flickless was feeling before this match. We had a chat with him earlier. Let's see what he had to say.
As long as I'm above TMB,
Flickless, I need to know
don't mind where I
how
am.
you were able to play 6 different agents in the last month and also IGL for a team that seems to be making a lot of changes right now. How do you do it?
Honestly, I just do what is asked from me. Like, I just listen to
I'm
people
at,
and
or we'll do it,
or
we'll do it for the
teammates
next one.
what they say, and I just try to adapt to it.
So for you, the most important thing is just to set your team up for success?
Yeah.
Has that always come naturally to you? Never gone, actually, I want to be the superstar and just
mean,
be selfish for once?
In the past, I used
40
to be the
points above
superstar, like,
TMV.
get one trick, but once I went
embarrassing
to
for
UCAM,
him.
I didn't think like this anymore, so...
Is that because of being in Tier 2 and going, I'm going to show that I deserve to be back in VCT?
Exactly.
Yeah. So talk to me then about the fact that you're going up against FUT today, because you've been scrimming against them and now they've become your enemy here in Berlin.
Yeah, I mean, from scrims, they are a really good team, I would say. But obviously here in the server, it's always different. You're not sitting at home relaxed, you know, so we'll see how it goes.
And I mean, are you expecting them to make changes today? Because I know that you're still working on things yourself.
I don't really expect changes. I just expect a really
who are the best coaches with Valor Trophy at the moment? Liquid coaches, in my opinion.
And so when you are going
Promise
to
I'm
have
not biased on that.
potentially running at you, you know, trying to isolate you, get those
I think
angles
Yao
they
and
know
Lohan do
they're
great
so
work, man, with
confident in.
multiple
How
rosters.
do you call around the team to play to their strengths?
I just want them to play together and try to punish these things as much as possible.
Because if you do play together, if you do make this run to Barcelona, you get to play in front of a crowd. And I know you want to do that, Flickless.
Exactly.
Why do you love a crowd so much?
I mean, that's why we are doing this, no? To play in front of the crowd, so it brings the hype, it brings everything. So
Not just for well, they've actually removed the trophy from the studio as we record. That's
I mean, yeah,
probably because they don't
obviously.
trust either of us, right, Flickless?
yeah, understandable.
Good luck today.
Thank you.
Well, he's looking forward to playing in Barcelona, and perhaps you'll be looking forward to being there. Scan that QR code and you'll get yourself in with a chance to get yourself a little ticket by buying one. We're not giving them.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's not a chance. If you go to that
Does
QR code,
Doom Bros have a trophy? Yeah, Copenhagen 2022.
It's got to be there, you know what I'm saying? So there's like, you have a chance and it's within your hands. Your destiny can take you to Barcelona just like these teams. And for
Wait, was it Copenhagen or was it Istanbul?
They're going to take themselves into this pistol round with their heads held high. A decent first half, I think, under their belt. Certainly better than what we saw out of them yesterday. Confidence and dealing with FUT's aggression early on has
That was Copenhagen? Okay, yeah.
been found with a lot of success. GIANTX slipped the net through mid, but they've given up this space. They should know it. The distraction on ramp, though, might draw their eye for long enough. GIANTX slips his way into the vents, Xenomorph, and he's caught himself some prey. Beautiful timing. Flickless just cleared this, but oh, they give up the control. Nicely done. GIANTX thought he had a backstab. Maybe he will later, but this space is consciously forfeit.
3 bars from retake from spawn.
Yeah, I don't think FUT will mind that too much.
It's not the best plant for Heaven for them to go this heavy Heaven.
It's gonna be difficult just
they probably need to help this guy insane. Dude, the 3 passing through spawn might work out pretty well here. When does Jesse get another smoke? Well, next round, I guess.
From above as well. They are in a troublesome position with this post plant, and Flickless trying to deny them a second.
They did something really cool on this, where they insta dropped lower, so they had a higher lower, and then just on the edge of the rafters here, you can actually see the spike go up or down. That was cool. Dude, a timeout after pistol.
They've called a timeout after the pistol round. They've called. Now listen, Pipson, we've had this talk before. 0-3 down on split. You called a timeout and your head was red. I saw veins popping out. You've lost the pistol round.
Do you have a trophy? I got Mickey Mouse trophies, if you include them.
This team stresses me out, man.
Yeah.
We got Home Ground 2021.
He saw the timeout come in. He saw
Stage
the timeout come
2 2021 as well, I think. I can't remember when that was.
Round 2 timeout at 7-6.
He's confusing everyone.
He is.
He is the mastermind.
But I don't count them, so
Okay.
I would say no.
Calm down, my guy.
Hey, to be fair, there must have been something specific in that round that has got him I want to say a little bit riled up. And you know, he's now back into Zen.
I knew it. It's split. It's in the first 3 rounds. It's a pips and timeout. He's gonna be mad. You know it. I don't know what this map does to him, bro, but he's just unhinged.
FNS includes Mickey Mouse as mages.
You're one to talk of what this map does to you
Mate,
after that Pacific game.
If he had seen the people we were playing, I don't think he would.
That's a different category, all right?
you spent, I think, over a full minute.
Actually, we did play Ascend in the final and then they won champs, but
it was either that or pass.
I don't know, man. Everyone was playing so bad that event. It was a freebie.
Crazy seeing someone get so annoyed. Oh, yeah, crazy, isn't it?
Why does he count? Oh, he won soup. That's why he counts them. I respect that.
Why did you remind? I'm going to draw it on the map in a second so people know what we're talking about. Flickless, he's found one. Look, they don't have a lot to work with here. So starting it out with a kill is better than I think anyone expected, especially he seems to have gotten that.
I was trying to work out what tourney he won. He won that would make him include those tourneys.
That's a bit of a tough fight to lose for Sop. Sop of all people.
Stellar in this game so far. Net trying for a little bit more. Ara now alone, hoping to try and buy them a little bit of time. Unfortunately, I was going to say he won't be able to, but no, he has. They've got a flank coming in.
They got some numbers here.
Oh, sorry.
They got some numbers here. Flickless on the flank. Dude, this has potential. This has got a lot of potential. No, boss man.
This has worked out for them.
He had no faith in his marshal as well.
The opponents have to scurry away. And they will be able to.
They are going to be very far away.
30 seconds left.
Take a shot of the bando at least.
Yeah, I think also the other problem is they're so committed to the other side of the map that if they go and waste time picking up weaponry, that clock might be far enough gone.
Right there, at least 2 of the weapons can be recovered, but yeah, anything around mid's not getting carried over. Still end up with a Bulldog and a Phantom for the round that started out with just classics and a Bandit. This is About as good as could be. Crystalli's heard them go up and above, and oh, look at Yedajay's position. It's nasty. The thing is, if they don't see anyone they might suspect it, never mind. He just strikes right away, puts the pressure on. The heat building as Phoenix looks to cross, as Bam does damage, and Crystalli finishes him off. Down to the 1v1. Jesse might have the better weapon, but the time is not on his side. The dog bites him to start, and
Nice
it's a
shot.
full swing from Crystalli. No time wasted.
That whiff
And
on A
around
ramp.
it, well, honestly, it was a bit harder fought than expected.
I wonder if he goes for the
sure.
Marshall if he's got that kill. I
This has
feel like
been
he would just
Crystalli's
headshot him.
map in recent times. When you think back to that game versus BBL where he was pulling off an ace, crazy clutch rounds, and basically was one of the main reasons they were able to win that match. This is not a round that should have been needed, but luckily he just seems to be a safe pair of hands in these post-plant moments, and even after having a stinker of a first half, he has saved them from losing a round they never should have.
Yeah.
If anything, I think everyone's going to be very
should've lost
afraid
that.
when they hear a GX pause coming up. Let's take a listen to how things have changed after Pipson's tirade.
1 HP Viper. It's actually, I'm good. I'm on. Haven't. Bitch, bitch.
Oh my
Viper's 1 HP, guys.
god.
Nice, bro.
I'm 1 HP.
I got to try to go out fast.
Close city, Era. Up on her, guys.
Guys,
Is it safe,
I
bro?
planted.
Is it safe?
The save is good. Yeah.
1 HP Viper.
You're dogging city. We'll break it.
Good flank you from Evan.
Dude, that's your first buy round? Zeus has just completely wrecked everyone.
Jack Igo and the curse of the comms listenings. This is ridiculous. He got a merge.
Real talk, do you think EMEA will win anything in the next 5 years?
Curses.
I would imagine
What was that?
there should be a Turkish super team that gets made next year. And I would feel like they should win
GX
stuff.
can't be happy with
There
that.
was no level of
The only problem is like EMEA pay less salaries than the other regions, so
jumping into the open while throwing a nade.
getting
Not
like
even-
the
I don't
actual
think he had
best
his gun
5
out.
that you could get,
He was so confident the
with
West
2
side
imports.
was gonna die, or just didn't think he'd be there.
don't know.
And yeah, from basically losing.
There is no way. There is no way. After the timeout, after the replay,
Look, we just
you're
need
gonna-
Pips and Cam.
you're
He
gonna-
didn't have his gun out when he did.
I don't understand. I've always said the moment I remembered was Pipson calling a timeout at 0-3 down in a half. It was the
That
first
is
half.
two of the
This
fastest
is 0-3 down in a half, and he's used
tack timeouts I've ever seen.
2 timeouts. 2
3 rounds
timeouts
played.
in 3 rounds.
My favorite part
At
of
the start of the
these sort
half.
of pauses, I always like to just look at Waylander.
Just the
He
fear in a
he just
man's
gives him the
eyes.
side eye. And like, I just imagine that he stopped talking and goes, I agree with everything he said.
In his head, he's going, it's not quite how I would have said it. But oh my God. Now, the one thing I will give Pipson, he is a passionate guy. He knows what he's talking about. And I think you did see it in round 2. I don't think this style of coaching, I don't think his style of coaching would work with every single player.
No,
but
no,
he
you need
picks
the
the
right
right
players,
players
yeah.
for this, for his team.
Oh, he got straight in. Oh, no. Oh, that's not a good sign.
I was trying to put a positive
He
spin on that
wears
one.
his
That's a
heart on
hard
his
one.
sleeve.
The lights were very bright, so he had to shield his eyes
Yeah,
at the
he
end.
forgot his sunnies.
Exactly. So he's getting the prescription sunglasses. That's a big thing, but he'll have those next week, I hear. 9-6.
Yeah, after
Fair
the
to say
timeout.
the
I mean, it's
GX
not a
are
buy
feeling
round.
Some pressure, not from the score
But you would imagine next.
coaching, Mike, but
God, imagine that. Imagine that, by the way. The start after a timeout, you get wrecked
I
there.
like you to go 10-6 though. Look at the buy.
Actually, you have to be scared of this outlaw. Everyone but Arrow can get one shot.
Phantoms, but
Anything
about
to
it.
stop this? Not
Yeah,
really.
this
They
is
don't get here in
something.
time.
If it wasn't bad enough already, with Sop having multiple 3Ks, he came in with one in the last round and basically earned his orb. Now, there are 4 players on this side of the map, but it doesn't look like, at least for now, that is where they're going to go. Sop is taking space in mid. The same looks to be happening over on A, just waiting for any level of aggression. And they're just feeling out the map. They know that there's likely to be a trap in these sort of moments, running in head first. Even with a showstopper, would have its risks about it.
What's the call? 50-second
They're
mark.
trying to
Gotta make a
force
call.
somebody into a move to give them a fight. But GX are playing very passively. 40 seconds left, and they've given nothing away.
We have them pump into A. Couldn't be any better. Net can maybe win.
Well, here it is, more direct
oh,
now.
Net's in
Nets
trouble.
realized that he's caught between a rock and a hard place. Tries to dodge the rocket, nice attempt, but the wall way too close.
The insta run and gun to try dodge the ult is incredible. Dude, like one bullet hit. That's it.
Actually, with losing having control, it certainly would be, but a safe plant now coming in on the site. Still control over ramp, and they're retreating to it. Only problem being that it's not quite planted for them, so this can very easily become
Is he gonna?
The cross back from Yedege should help. Zeus standing by.
I think he's gonna. He does.
To run it back, not going to get anything for Westside.
Crystalli a little bit ahead. I said he's been good in the post plants. He might need to be again.
Dude, Zeus is wrecking them.
Crystalli there to help, and even a finish.
Phoenix ult went in on this.
Any weaponry can be retrieved, and they now.
They're so desperate to get around.
Towards the beginning, this team on the attack side is where they've done some of their best work, even versus top opposition, and it's looking like they're doing the same.
Ipsen, yeah, he might have exploded
already. And well, in this case, there can't be a pause for Ipsen because he already used both.
And this is a tough round. Zeus shouldn't be able to wrap up there like that and take down two. There were 3 players running through that elbow. They went to contact on site off the Phoenix flash, and the second it got thrown, Zeus is spraying them down. Fish in a barrel. And I think it was Flickless up in heaven. Like, they needed that cover. They needed someone watching that lane. A small gap left, and it only takes a small gap for a man like Zeus to blow around wide open. 10-6. GX do have rifles here. This is where everything that has been, and I'm going to use the word discussed in those timeouts, needs to be put into practice.
The free
they need to prune that panic and find themselves a clean round.
Oh. Oh, the pressure from heaven was nice there.
Oh, I was just looking at Zeus.
I thought he was going through.
Yeah, I thought he was going through. I think maybe Social was
They
like,
got-
don't worry, bro, that's my job.
They got such a good setup right here.
Up top. Now Zeus swings
At the same time,
alongside
like, they have a guy that's late lurking through mid as well. Dude, the two on A round just owned everyone.
Jesse, though, at least clings to life. The spike has been planted, and he's just battled 3
such a
players
good
within
setup.
the heavens. So
This
whereas
is
one
nice
of
to
those
watch, though.
remaining players
Social
in the
did great here.
heavens, he thinks he's probably cleared that position. The remainder might be on the site or back towards the ramp. But instead, Yetege is waiting from above, and he becomes an irrelevant piece as it's Crystalli to close. These fast hits from FUT. We saw in the interview earlier, the Flick was like, I expect aggression. They are not coping with it well.
Yeah, I really like how Yedege is playing these rounds, man. He's 11-8, 2 assists. Like, it looks like he's having a decent game, but it's the amount of kills, and this is going to sound really weird before I explain it, it's the amount of kills he doesn't get that's
attack his super team. It's hard, man, because
he is shift
I guess you would have to have Rienz as IGL, and I don't know, it would probably all work or fail on that. I don't know how he'd be as an IGL.
His teammates in the fight, he's playing to win the round. He's playing to be the safety net.
I understand.
No, listen, Tom. That's what you always say in our games, all right? He's playing a smart game.
But I would do
That's what I love. Wow.
Rienz, IGL.
No, you've got a mini map, bro.
Woot.
You see? Great work from Yedege.
Roxic, hero.
Threading the needle. What should be
Then
a flank now
Eva
becomes
Alpha or
a
Sop.
second front line. He's taken down one. He's caused that rotate from Aura. Pressure put on the other side of the map. Ult used in to clear for Sociable. They've got sight. They don't
Larocque.
need to
Oh, I
fight
need
like
Larocque
that.
in there. You're
But
right.
so maybe Sop
Who's
does.
getting kicked?
And he's drawing the eye for Yedege to stab them in the back. A knife they knew was coming, but the twist hurt all
They're
the
running
same.
away with this.
12-6 now. And what was a competitive first half, even with both timeouts being used so early, there's been nothing there for GX.
Yeah, I honestly,
We're one day in and I'm
funniest
already
thing that
kicking
FUT can do
someone.
right now is pull a
Yeah, I need
pause,
Larocque.
because they know it's not going to help the mental of GX. Like, if they had been able to visually see those last 2 pauses, I think they would call one now just for the banner.
Yeah, I wish we could just shout at them. Wait, I know someone who can.
Larocque, Rienz, Roxic, hero. Sop.
Oh, it will be
Rienz,
beautiful.
Roxic,
Let them
hero.
stew in it, but FUT, a team that thrives on that momentum.
It would all
They look to,
it would all fail to work it.
It
would all be up to Rienz.
in terms of just keeping the rounds going. But then Sop was in heaven. I thought he was a defender. He was there so quickly.
There's a lack of pips in
They've
camp,
taken
bro.
full
I reckon he's
control.
going crazy
Jesse's
right now.
smoked out. There's no
Telling you, he actually
opportunity to
exploded.
have a say in this, and the wrap around to defend the spawn from Westside. He doesn't know how many players he was about to run into. That's the first down, and they keep scaling this fight into net.
Mate,
The slide out from
they're
Aura
in their
catches
spawn in the
Crystalli
first
off
30
guard,
seconds.
but the
What
rest
is
of the
going on?
team is more than ready with a showstopper and the latest flank of all time.
They got
Again,
so owned
the
on this
safety net
half.
will catch them.
Nah, he shot him in the arse once. He gave him a warning shot to the arse first. That's criminal.
That's just rude. That's genuinely just rude. Like, it was
That
like,
was
I want you
awesome.
to know I'm here. That's how dead to rights you are. I want you